for me. Shout out to Luke Kane, because I be shaking it
Okay,
when
Luke Kane. I forgot about Luke Kane.
Yeah, Luke Kane,
Out
he's
here
out in
living his best
Atlanta.
life now.
I know, you better do that damn thing.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome back, guys.
Because you know it's Akina and Britt.
On the Spiritual Tip, where we talk about spiritual.
Yeah.
Shut your
mouth.
So, guys, let me start by asking my beautiful friend and podcast partner.
That's me.
How are you?
You know, we live in. Life is really lifing these days.
America is really America in. Okay? Because I'm not. So how?
It's giving 1860s.
Yeah.
It's giving.
Wade in the water.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's giving.
So.
It's real ghetto.
But, you know, I think the point of this episode is for us to kind of like talk about the powers that be that are around us.
Yeah.
And I'll let you do the intro, but it's been a very weird couple weeks.
Yeah. I think altogether it's been a weird, 3 years.
It
collectively.
has.
But
I feel like it's tumbling down. I feel like those clay feet. I feel like we're like at that level where everything is kind of like
it's breaking.
Yeah. So it can either go left, where we stay in the same lanes and like kind of like the same mindsets.
Yeah.
Or the collective is pushing through and it's going to change things. Now I'm on the other side. I think that we're at the bottom, but it's going to change things because you can't go how much worse can we get?
Yeah. Well, we can get pretty.
I mean, just don't put me on no slave shit because I'm gonna jump off. My people was never slaves, okay? So
she said I'm gonna jump off.
But today, Brittany, tell the people what we're talking about.
We're talking about Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is really out here retrograding, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what is a Mercury Retrograde, right?
Yeah, what is a Mercury Retrograde?
So Mercury Retrograde, okay, first of all, we use this term a lot. I feel like people use this term a lot, and everybody's like, shut up, what is that?
I know.
I don't know what that is. Stop talking about it. So
That's true.
Mercury Retrograde is an actual thing, like astrology speaking, right?
Yeah.
So natural planets orbit the sun, right? At a certain distance and a certain speed. But retrograding means a planet moving backwards. So it's changing positions.
Yes.
Right? So it's reversing. It's changing its course. So when planets tend to change course, things get a little disarray and crazy.
Yes. It's Murphy's Law.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it do.
It do.
It do.
Yep.
So when that happens, certain events tend to occur. Crazy events. So things like traveling.
Yes.
Transportation, extreme weather conditions.
Yes. I don't think people even know that you shouldn't book. Like you shouldn't make any decisions, big
plane
decisions.
tickets. Oh, that's a question for me.
Yeah.
I have for you. So communication, logic, and rationality is also affected, which makes so much sense.
But I have something to build on that because I feel like for me, this retrograde, it really had me hone in on my reactions to things.
Yeah, and other people's reactions in the world to things.
Yeah.
And why you do certain things. But yeah. So Mercury retrograde actually happened on May 10th, and then it ends on June 2nd.
Which is crazy because I thought it was going to end June 4th, which I was kind of like having, I was reading some of the questions and I was like, wow, thank God. Because I was over here kind of like having a little bit of anxiety because I'm getting on the plane on the 4th. So I was like, dang. But I mean, we're still in post-retrograde after that. But I just feel like it don't hit me as hard as retrograde does, you know? So when I saw that, I was like, oh, thank God. Because I don't know why I thought it was over the 4th. I don't know why I thought. Yeah, but second, I was like, I'm cool with that because I'll leave 2 days later.
Yeah. That's only 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
Girl.
So, all right. So let's jump into the questions. Do you believe in Mercury retrograde?
There was a time when I didn't, and then
because you could be spiritual and not believe in it.
Yeah, but I haven't really met spiritual people who don't believe in it.
Yeah.
And I guess when you say spiritual, because you could also be like being a Christian is spiritual.
Yeah.
Being Hindu is
all
spiritual.
things like esoteric.
Yeah, I think that for me, I do believe in it. I feel like when I go back into my timelines of times where there was retrograde, because my older sister used to walk around like, it's retrograde.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, whatever, girl. You know, there was a time I'd be like, all right, girl, like, that don't apply to me. And then as I got more into my spirituality and, you know, you get more aligned with things, right? I started to see things like people don't realize you can go to your car, try to start it. It could be a nice brand new car. You could go try to start it and shit don't start.
That has happened.
That has happened to me. Or you walk out and you have like a ticket. On any other day, you would never get a car ticket. You would never get a ticket for parking. But for some reason, I know people who get mad tickets during retrograde.
Yeah. Lord.
You know, or you're heightened. Your attitude's heightened. Now, my attitude has been heightened during retrograde, but I feel like the more that I do self-work and inner work, the more that when retrogrades come around, I'm not as... So
Did
yes,
I mention miscommunication? Because that's
a
thing.
Definitely.
I didn't even say that. That's a huge part of Mercury retrograde. So things can get lost in translation how you communicate with people, what you mean to say. People might take it a different way.
Very true.
Technology.
Technology. It's very important to take a step back.
I lost my charger for like... Since May 10th, I lost my charger. I just found it though.
Yeah, you did.
My laptop.
When she said to me the other day, I was like, dang, it's been going that long? I didn't realize. I didn't even realize.
That's a real thing. That's a real
But,
thing.
Yeah, I do believe in it.
Yeah.
You know, wholeheartedly. How do you feel about it?
I don't know, really.
Do you feel like it applies to you?
All right, so this is the thing. I believe that it happens. I just feel like I just go with the motions, though. So I feel like it don't really affect me like that.
So one of the spiritualists that I watch, Hood Healer, she always says that. Like, if you are in alignment and you are doing your inner work, retrograde should be a time for gratitude.
It is gratitude. Like, when things happen, I'm like, okay, well, I see why it's happening. So I don't really freak out that much. I feel like the more you freak out, the more things happen.
Definitely, I agree.
Because you're hyper-focusing on the bad things.
Definitely. I do feel like with this particular retrograde, as crazy as it is in the world right now, I just feel so much peace and tranquility in my life.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I get like sad for humanity, because I'm like, I'm more sad for humanity. You know, but for me, I feel like I'm right where I need to be, and I'm very.
So you're looking at everybody else like, damn, can y'all get it together?
I'm looking at it like, you know, if we could all be like, I won't say like be like us, because we all have our things that we go through. Yeah. But if there was more people who were in alignment like us, maybe maybe the sheeple wouldn't be going through what we're going through.
I love that.
I saw that on Twitter.
The sheeple.
I did. I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, I'm keeping that.
The sheeple.
They were like, the sheeple. And I was like, I'm
gotta leave the sheep.
That.
I like that.
Yeah, the sheeple. So, you know, that's really what it is. I think it's more of a humanity. It might be my Aquarius in me that's like, the humanity is failing. You know, so.
Well, we've been failing. It's just more publicized. That's how I feel. That's personally how I feel. It's just more publicized. Because we have social media. And social media just, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. So I had to even take a break, because I was just like, every 5 minutes you seeing something. I was just looking at it before you walked in.
Because we already had a crazy week before that.
We did. Yeah. We definitely did. And it was like, I just saw like this cruise ship went on fire in Turks and Caicos. A Carnival cruise ship.
Lord, I forgot to do this, y'all.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
My bells. Everybody close their eyes. You too, Marvin. Ready? Okay. All right.
Namaste. The sage, lean on your sage, lean on your candles, lean on your meditation.
And your loved ones.
Lean on your loved one. I think okay, I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I think that's a big thing. Like, I was like, damn, I'm so lucky to have the people. I'm so blessed. I don't like really using the word lucky. Yeah. But I'm so blessed to have y'all. Yeah. You know, like, we have a tribe. Like, when I look around me, I'm not really scared because I have my solid people, you know? And I think that in this day and age that we're in, I think that's really important.
It's super important.
You know? So there was something that you asked that I really liked. It says, are there certain things you won't do during the retrograde period? Yeah, so what things won't you do?
What things won't I do? I'll do anything, because like I said, I feel like you can't like live in fear.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't want to miss opportunities.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Just because, oh my God, it's Mercury retrograde, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. I don't really believe in that. I do believe in like, one thing I won't do is sign like a really big contract.
Hell no.
During Mercury
Never do that.
I won't do. Everything else, I'll travel. I'll speak
travel.
to who I want to speak to, you know, things like that. But like leases and like things like that, no.
I have a question that I don't know is here, but you know, retrograde usually means that people come back and spin the block.
Yeah.
Has anybody retrograded back to your yard?
There's a lot of retrograding happening. I'm telling you, retrograde is retrograding.
Yeah. So do you feel like you've, when it was Venus retrograde, that's when I saw a lot of people come back. But for you, did you feel like this retrograde, people were like, hey, how you been? What's going on? And you're like,
that always
bitch,
happens.
I haven't spoken to you.
That always happens to me during retrograde. But I also did like a cord cutting ceremony, so I feel like that also happened.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel after that? Oh, my cord cutting ceremony was beautiful. It was amazing.
You feel freed?
I feel light.
Nice. That's
mentally.
That's how you want to feel. No fogginess. No, like I'm cleaning out my closet. Yeah, I got it. I got you.
It's like a clean slate.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
So I saw this stupid meme. Okay, I like Justin LeBoy, but I saw his meme.
Oh, I saw that yesterday.
And he said, "But I love that for you."
Let's
shady.
clear this up.
Can we clear that?
Shady. Well, when we say it, it's not shady.
Let me tell you,
it's really like I love that for you.
I really do, because everybody's journey is their journey. Yeah. So I just want to. I just saw that.
And we really friends. Because I was like, we say that all the time.
I say that because I mean it.
Me too.
Like I have friends that I know for a fact that I've said that to, and I'm like, no, I don't mean that.
Shade.
So if you have, when I say it, when Brittany says it, when Gang says it, we mean it. We are not haters.
No, I really do love that for you.
Might be great debaters, but we ain't no haters. The hell? Yeah.
We got both. That was funny.
I'm happy we're laughing too, because I was really nervous about this episode, because I thought I was just gonna be crying the whole time, because I've been so sad. Even when I've
been really sad.
I wrote that little poem, the little soliloquy on Instagram, and bitch, I was crying the whole time.
You wrote a soliloquy on Instagram? I gotta go back.
I did. I wrote a whole little poem.
I took a break.
Good.
A little bit of a break.
That's what I did, because I know people. Doing what we do, I know people are like, damn, they've been low. So
yeah, we've been a little low, and we're gonna get even lower, but we're gonna come back. But we'll be back.
But it's because I just needed to take a step back, and then I just felt all these feelings, and I was like, I have to write it.
Me too.
So, a lot of people don't know that I write, but I do, especially when I'm feeling pulled to it. And I just wrote a little poem. It was a little soliloquy, it didn't rhyme or nothing, but it was just my feelings.
Your feelings. Yeah.
Printed, and something I could go back to.
Listen, sometimes you got to do that. You just got to get it out in the open.
Yeah, and I'm a big crier. Crier for me, crying, I cry a lot. And I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad.
Transmuting energy is really important, though.
Yeah.
That's important. So I'm happy you did that.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
And we mean it. So, as far as...
Wait, is there anything that you won't do?
Oh, is there anything I won't do? You know me, guys. I do a little bit of everything.
Not everything, but a little bit everything.
But for me, what I won't do, I will not sign no damn ass big ass contracts. Mm-hmm. What I won't do is book a trip if it's random. So if it's something that we've been talking about, and we're happen to book in that period, then I know it's in alignment with what I was doing, because it's already something that I've been talking about.
Yeah.
But if
the traveling part's not bad for you.
No, it's more like if you're like, oh, let's book a flight to Atlanta, and I'm like,
it's giving Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting on the plane to just randomly go somewhere, because I feel like things can happen that way. I do feel like, do I not talk to certain people? I feel like I do not talk to certain people during retrograde.
Wait, did people spin the block for you? Because we were talking about spin the block last episode. So
did they spin the? No.
Can I clarify something before you answer?
Yeah.
All right.
She popped the tongues.
I spun the block before.
You watched it over again.
I did. I was like, wait, I did spin the block before. I was thinking about it. I was like, I have.
I love that for you, that you're going back. Yeah.
But it was within good reason, and it wasn't to be together. I just
yeah. Sometimes you need closure.
I was just like, I didn't really mean that. Come here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yes. Just in case somebody watches, is like, you lying.
Well, if you're worth it, I don't feel like it's a bad thing to spin the block.
Yeah.
So, for me, I think the people that I've dated in the past are like, she's really happy.
Mm-hmm. So they didn't.
And I ain't got shit for her. So why the fuck would I come into her DM?
Yeah.
They ain't got shit for me.
Your life is on a different path.
And my life is on a different trajectory. Mm-hmm. I think that anybody who sees where I'm at in life, I think they could tell, like, okay, she ain't for the play right now. Like, she's really headed towards, like, matrimony and, like, family, while still doing my dreams, So nobody really spin the block. You have people who are there who are like, hi, but left on red.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. I never thought in my life, because I've been always a nosy person. I I've never enjoyed more than now to just leave people on scene.
Me too.
Literally, my
Me
peace.
too.
I'm at peace.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing to say.
It's not so much I was nosy. I was more like really friendly. So I'm like, that's really mean. I can't leave them on red. But now I will leave you on scene. I probably won't even open the message.
I relish in leaving you on scene when you piss me off.
Open it. I probably won't open it.
No, I'm gonna open it so you know that I saw it.
Well, sometimes I open it, sometimes I don't.
Because I need you to know that I saw it. But honestly, I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Yeah. Because I think in my past I used to go back.
Check the material. I'm not about to go back
check
and forth
the material. Retrograde used to also too. I began telling some of my biggest fights.
Really?
Verbally during retrograde.
Really?
Yes. You know me, Britt.
I mean,
in my
yeah.
mouth. So I feel like this retrograde, I really got to see my growth and stand back and really be like, damn, people have tried to piss you off, but you just take the high road. Or you just meet them with love. That's really been my thing, meeting people with love. You know, I'm not going to be, I know who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to come and be like, I have nothing to prove anymore.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at in life. I have nothing to prove. And I feel like for a long time, even certain like things at work, I was like, even certain things at work, I was like, I'm finna pop off.
Yeah. But why?
But why? I know I'm a nurse. Why am I popping off? I'm here. You chose me. So I'm gonna pick my battles because I'm not even gonna deal with you for that long. Yeah. So why am I gonna fight with you now and mess with the money coming to my family?
That's how I feel. At work, they think I'm so calm. They're like, they just look at me. They're like, "You're so easygoing, laid back." I'm like, "Clock in, clock out." That's my phrase.
Period.
At work. They laugh all the time, but I'm like, "Clock in, clock out." I'm here with y'all for 8 hours.
I think you
and then I go home.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you and me had this conversation before. I'm like,
clock in, clock out.
Clock in, clock out. Like y'all not my friends.
Like my PTO.
Bye.
When I need to.
So yeah, no.
Thanks for my coins.
But yeah, that's the only thing I won't do. No freaking big contracts. Oh, another thing I wouldn't do is like, say somebody asked me out to be like their girlfriend or something. I wouldn't become girlfriend and boyfriend in retrograde. I would wait to any retrograde, whether it's Venus, Mercury, Pluto. I would just wait until those retrogrades are over, and then I'd say let's come back to a drawing board. I actually had my sister one time was dating somebody, and she really liked the person. And she was telling me, I'm like, it was retrograde at the time. It was like a summer retrograde, I remember. And she was like, I like him and he wants to be with me, but I told him I can't give him my answer until after retrograde. I was like, sis, are you serious? She's like, no, I'm for real. You're not supposed to make really good, like, you don't make big decisions like that during retrograde. And I respected that. So now, I get it. I definitely get it.
I get it.
So.
The world events that are happening.
Yeah.
Do you believe that translates to
Hell
Mercury?
yes.
Okay. I said Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
See, my communication skills is all muffed up right now.
Even your mindset. I think that, like I said, if you're really not as grounded as you would like to be, I think that the powers that be can really, like my mom used to call them head demons. I feel like they can get really loud. And it's a scary time. That's why I think it's time. That's why I say it's so important to lean on the people around you. And I'm just
Keep
really
your protection on y'all.
Yeah, protection.
Always.
And I'm at a point too right now where I don't know if it's an anxious thing, but I just don't want to lose anybody. So I've been really kind of anxious about like losing. Like my mom, even yesterday, she was out or whatever. My mom went out last night. And I was like,
Mama got a life.
Yeah, she was like on my way home, but I could find myself being like anxious, like almost anxious, like, are you home?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Michael, my partner, he just came back from Cabo. I found myself being like, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
That's definitely me too.
Are you breathing? I just want to know that you're breathing. Breathe into the phone.
I definitely called my son twice yesterday while I was at work.
So I guess too,
how they were off from school.
How do you? Because I feel like I had to really kind of like sit with myself and kind of just breathe through it. And it's like, Akina, it's fine. You can't control it. God forbid it did happen. You really can't control it. But I do find myself being a little bit more anxious during this retrograde after certain events that we've heard about. I just want to keep everybody around me.
Yeah.
But you can't control that. Michael literally had to look in my face yesterday and was like, you can't control the powers that be.
Right.
And he's right. But I do think the events are translating over. I hope you guys are really praying and leaning into your spirituality or whatever you believe in. I'm not saying to like smoke and drink yourself under the table, but I'm saying to just,
do things that make you happy and calm.
That's all. Yeah, and ground yourself. Remember, there's love. You have love around you. Even when you don't think you do, you're not alone. You have somebody that's going. I think that's why I wrote that soliloquy too, because it's like there's so much chaos in the world, and we're really not alone. Yes, there's always something, but you're not alone through all those things. You know. So how do you feel about these events happening?
Do I believe that it has anything to do with Mercury retrograde?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
Just because it does rule logic and intellect and sometimes and rationality. So the things that you're hearing that are happening, it's not rational. It's just like irrational thinking. So
and illogical.
It's just like, why would you do something like that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
And people are making mistakes too, right? Because you can make mistakes during retrograde.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know it's a sensitive topic with this whole thing that happened in Texas, but like there was a teacher literally out for a break and he left the door open. At something that simple, you know what I'm saying? Something that little, like you probably would never done it on a regular day. It probably would have made sure it was closed. And something like that ended up catastrophic, like it's a crazy time. That's all I keep saying to people. It's a crazy freaking time.
I don't know all the details because I really had to. I literally got, I felt myself feeling things like my body was hurting after I was watching, like consuming. You have to be really careful of what you consume, not even just food, but I'm talking about like media too. Because especially if like you're an empath, watching things that are traumatic, because it's not normal to watch things that are traumatic on social media, but it's just it's so normal now. You have to be very careful of what you're consuming because I was really sick afterwards. Like my neck was hurting, my stomach started hurting. I'm like, what is going on? But
well, you probably
I had to do a deep cleansing after I watched all that because I was scrolling incessantly, like scrolling.
My heart was just heavy. I just felt myself I just feel like this low energy.
Yeah,
not in me, but around
you can feel
me.
it though.
Yeah, it's like thickness in the air, and it's funny. When you talk to people, they're looking at you like, "What are you talking about?" And it's like, but they don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and I feel it. I could feel the thickness. It's almost like there's a thick fog in the air, and you're trying to move the fog to walk.
And you're looking
through.
At everybody else like, don't y'all see that?
Don't you see that? This is why we're the spiritual tip, because literally, you have to be in it to know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
you just have to. Collectively, if you are a spiritualist, you feel. We do this for ourselves, but also to transmute and change the vibrations of the world.
And just bring awareness too. Maybe you have been feeling those type of things, and they're just like, "What is going on? I don't understand why I feel the way that I feel."
It, right? Because the head demons, the things on the outside, sometimes you can correlate them together and be like, "Well, what am I doing all this for?"
Yeah.
It's
but there is a bigger purpose.
There is a bigger purpose, and every time, like in the thing I wrote yesterday, every time you laugh, every time you hug somebody, every time you do what we're doing, you're raising the vibration. You are raising the awareness of people. You are reminding them that it's okay to feel what you're feeling, but it's also okay to be happy and find happiness. I was really nervous about doing this episode. I was because I could feel, and even now it's behind all of this. I'll probably cry after the show.
We wanted it to be therapeutic at least, though.
Yeah, and I think we're doing that.
We are. I did want to mention some events that have happened during Mercury retrograde, just so you guys can get like a sense of what we're talking about and how
I like that
it relates. Did that. Okay, so some events that happened during Mercury retrograde to date: the earthquake in Haiti that happened January 12th in 2010. A mass shooting in Aurora, Colorado, and that happened July 12th in 2020. George Zimmerman, this one makes me sick too, when he was acquitted, that was July 13th, 2013.
Yeah.
Bad decisions, like you were saying.
Bad decision.
And also another mass shooting in Umpqua Community College. I think I'm saying that right.
Oh, right? Wow.
October 1st, 2015.
I forgot about that one.
So mass shootings are...
a big thing.
A thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't say world events because it only happens in America, really. So.
Yeah, when you see the statistics, you could clearly see, too, we're astronomical in mass shootings.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think, we get to this point, and I think, too, retrograde helps you to kind of break things open and really see what the root of issues are. If you're paying attention. And I know that you feel like it's only one of you, so how can you change everything?
Right.
But
there's more than one of you out there.
Exactly. And there's more one of you that think the way.
Same. Yeah.
Look at us on this, so it's definitely possible. And don't think your voice, listen, when you think nobody's listening,
I know.
That's when they tap in. I think we've learned that.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all
that send us little private messages on the side.
Yeah.
And just encouraging words, because it's like, wow.
Yeah, because,
I didn't even know you watched it.
I didn't even know you watched it. And I love that for you guys. We mean it.
And I love that for us.
And I love that for us, because we're here to just, kiki.
And shoot the shit,
Yeah, shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit, but talk about real shit, too.
Yeah, because
this is real.
And nobody's really talking about these things in a spiritual aspect.
Right.
I
like to say everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual and not everything is spiritual.
Yeah.
In the same breath.
It's what you want, how you want to make it.
Yeah.
For us, I think all of us going to the beach on Monday is nice.
Oh, yeah, we going to the beach, guys.
I think that's beautiful because I feel like all of us love the water, and I feel like we love to be. It's funny because my other best friend, her mom, when I was going through like a really hard time in my life, she used to say, "Vamos a la playa," and she'd be like, "Lava las penas," which means like wash away your pains, and it's funny because it sticks with you. So I feel like whenever I feel like the world is kind of hazy, I don't know what's going on, I feel like the beach.
I just said that to you the other day.
You did. The beach.
We went to the beach for my birthday.
Yeah, and it's funny. Talk about that story.
Yeah, so it's crazy. We went out for a little brunch, and then
alignment.
I didn't even know that they were planning to go to the beach. I'm like, I'm coming.
Yeah.
We're going to the beach for my birthday after. We get litty. We didn't get litty, but we went to the beach to relax. And I sat at the beach at the shoreline with the Keenan, and I'm like, it's funny.
Caught you.
Yeah.
I caught you as you were sitting.
I was just gazing at the water because I was so calm and just it was tranquil.
And me be the friend I am. I'm like,
what you think about? What you looking at? And I was like, wow. Somebody, like a spiritual, like a mentor kind of, I guess I could call her mentor, told me to go to the water. She's like, when you have a lot on your mind, you need to go ground and go to the water. Go by the water. Go by like a body of water. She's like, I'll settle for a lake, but you need to go to a beach. And I found myself at a beach.
You can drop everything.
I was like, wow, I didn't even know I was coming here. And I needed to come here.
I know. And it was with your favorite people.
My favorite people.
So it was dope. It was dope. That was dope. This is a good one. Mercury retrograde is also said to affect you based on your astrological placements.
Oh, yes.
And it affects different things for each of the 12 signs.
Yeah. So I do know.
What about for you?
For me, I think definitely communication.
Damn, I was going to say that too.
It gets a little muffled sometimes. So I really try to stop myself from saying the wrong things because I could get really bullheaded. The horns will come out and I'll be like, damn, I didn't mean to say it the way that I said it so abrasively. But so I have to watch what I say, and I have to make sure that people are I have to be cognizant of what I'm saying because what I say can be translated differently to people.
Definitely.
So they could take it a completely different way than what I actually meant it.
Perspective. Everybody's perspective is different.
Yeah, but it's heightened at Mercury retrograde for me.
Yeah, and you feel sometimes justified.
I always feel justified.
Yeah.
That's the bad part. Yeah.
But, with learning yourself and learning and loving and leading with love, you learn too. Because I feel like you and me, I feel like I can relate to that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm brash. Yeah. Where you're more probably direct, I'm more brash, and I'm hitting you like, damn, bitch, you ain't have to say that,
But that's the thing. You've never seen me brash.
Yeah.
There's no need for that. Like, I feel like my friend circle.
No, I saw a little bit.
What?
I saw it a little bit, and I was like, we spoke. You know how we are. We're very real with each other.
But, oh, really?
Yes.
We'll talk later. I don't remember, but
I do.
Memory too. It affects your memory. Yeah. It does. It affects your memory. Retrograde.
But you could get spicy.
I could get a little.
But not. I haven't seen it towards your friends and me. But I saw it, and I was like, damn, you said that.
Yeah, just don't make me mad. Why you gotta make me mad?
Like, I did, and she was like, but it's. I said, no, Brittany, you can't say that. Whatever. And then but what I love about you is like I feel like we're so similar in how we deal with things sometimes because
I need to know what you're talking about.
We gonna unpack it because you'll be like, I know I'm right. And I'm like, and not like say I'm right, but you'd be like, I'm good. And I'd be like, okay, just go back and think about it.
You do. You're like, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm at this point too. I'm like, I get it, because that sounds like me. But just take a minute and just see how you feel after you think about it, So I think for me, retrograde it's communication, but it's also me not acting on what I feel at the moment,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So I am very impulsive, right?
Okay.
I think
Rationality then.
so. My rationality.
Okay.
I am spitfire. You get me angry, and I'm like, bitch, for the jugular, right? So, but this time, this retrograde, Lord, people have tried to test me, and I said, really? For what? For what? Even yesterday, my partner got on my nerves, and I said what I said, and I said, I'm at a soft point in my life right now. I have nothing left to say. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I led with love. Candles were lit. I still bought dinner because the Aries in me was like, motherfucker, starve. You know, you make me mad. You gonna starve today. You know? But I said, now, Kina, what's that gonna do? Create more.
Animosity,
you know,
not for what?
Or having you now we gotta do tallies and check boxes of when you're mad you did. You know, that's too much for me.
Good for you.
Yeah, like seriously, I'm so. Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? That's growth.
Because I feel like you guys know me.
Growth.
Y'all really know me. So
that was an insecure moment if y'all didn't know. I love that episode.
It's true because I have been such a dire, like I've been hit the jugular for so long, right? But I think where I'm at in my life is what has it gotten you in the past? Right? So you keep, it's insanity. You keep doing the same things, expecting different results. So just lead with love.
I feel like then, yes, me too.
Yeah,
so it's also communication, but it's also controlling what I'm doing and saying.
You know I like Teen Mom. You know I like my little reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So I was watching Teen Mom in the review and she said, you know, I've learned to not say the first thing that comes to my brain.
Yeah. But you know what? This is the thing. I think I do that a lot because I can be very practical in my approach with people.
Definitely.
And so when I am at that boiling point, it's because I feel like.
Well, you play with me.
You playing with me.
That's what you.
Don't play with me.
But I feel like you feel like you're played with and that's when you get like that.
And then you want to look like I'm crazy.
But me, I started at 100.
Yeah. And then you come down.
Or I'm going up to 200. I'm at 100.
Yeah.
You at 8.
And you're going, you're surpassing the person
I'm like,
now.
I come in like, what? You know?
I'm at 0, and then I surpass you, and then I hurt your feelings, and then we could have avoided this.
We could have avoided this.
I'm sorry, I'm having a flashback.
Right. And then me, I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I went really hard. And I could see, you know, so now where I'm at.
The power of the tongue. You got to control it.
Woo, the power of the tongue. So the retrograde for me, I think, me being in Aries for my sign is just like we're really fiery, especially me. I feel like I'm full blown freaking Aries sometimes, and I have to really think about what I say because yesterday this man made me really pissed off.
Yeah,
and I saw red, right? I saw red, and I said,
you know, I can relate.
I saw red, and I'm like, wow, Kina, this is growth because you literally was like, I have nothing left to say.
Yeah,
I'm bowing out.
Yeah, you don't normally do that. You wouldn't have done it normally.
I'm ready to tussle.
Yeah. Oh, she's shaking the table. I'm shaking the table, girl. My God.
But that's why some people, I'm like, sometimes when you're like, oh, they came to me, I'm like, because girl, I think they be feeling me like, rah! And
but I want to, okay, so I don't think that, so Kina has this narrative in her head that people think that she's scary. I don't think that they're scared of you. I think that, like we just said, your approach sometimes is a little brash.
I'm direct, too.
And so that was the new one. I like that. But I feel like for me, the why people come to me, I don't think it's because I'm nice. I just think that they misread me in thinking that they can come to me.
Really? Yes. Really?
Because in my head, my narrative is, what made you think that you should come to me?
Y'all don't even know because that's really her. She's like, but why me? I don't understand. And it's funny.
Out of everybody in this room, why y'all pick me?
But you know what's so funny too?
But it's a blessing. But like,
it's a blessing. But I think it's too because you know what? I could see that because it's true because I'm not closed. You're not that you're closed off, but it's just like I don't really want to talk to people right now. And for me,
y'all filtered through all these people in the room.
Yeah, like for me, I think that because I come on strong, people are like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But when you get to know me, they're like, oh damn, you mad cool. It's like, yeah, y'all. Maybe it's just my exterior, but like I'm really cool.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I really, honestly.
You don't mind it.
I don't care because those who are my people are my people.
Yeah.
And they know me. And I think even that, even with that, I feel like we all know how to navigate each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that is, wow.
Yeah. I'd be looking like, what?
They don't know how.
Me? Why? Come. And then I start talking, they're like, oh, I shouldn't have asked you. Because I'm direct. I'm going to tell you probably what you don't want to hear.
Do you ever feel like that I come off once you get not even past the exterior? I think you just have to talk to me and you realize I'm not like what you thought. But do you feel like I'm more friendlier?
You?
When it comes to like the dynamic of you and me being in a room?
I think that you are more social.
Okay.
I think that you are more gregarious. Like you like to talk to people.
I like that.
Yeah. I always label you that. And
Gregarious.
I love talking to people, but it has to be certain people because I think you have a lot more tolerance than I do.
I do.
And I think people off first glance would think it's
the other way, right?
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
That's such a good read. That's so true. Wow.
She has a lot more tolerance than I do.
Yeah, I still probably won't like you, but
I also give people more grace than you do.
Yeah, because once you're done, you're done. And if I read you and like off the first interaction, I don't really like you, I could do without you.
But I feel like my friends, like, this is how I envision it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my clairvoyance is coming through. I feel like we're in a room, somebody comes in, we're both speaking to them, and then they leave, and you look at me to be like, we like them or not? And I would be like, no.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. That's
what was the thing that turned you off?
Right. Let's unpack this.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, that's how we go about that.
It's so true. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, I love that. That was a really good read.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think too people really do misread.
Yeah, I don't because I guess because I know you.
Do you think maybe I have a resting bitch face too?
You do. I think mine is harder than yours though. So I feel like people just misread you because I think people are scared of your outgoingness. Maybe you're more extroverted, and I'm more introverted, and so people move in a room that is more comfortable. She's quiet.
How you doing?
Right. Well, she's quiet. She's not gonna tell me about myself.
But
Little do they know.
I'm about to say, what the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like more.
Okay.
I think it's opposite.
Yeah, because we've unpacked that before too, how like we react to things the same, but we are in different ways. Like I'm more extroverted with it where you're more introverted with it. Yeah. And not saying that you won't talk about it. I'm just saying like you'll sit on it longer.
Because I will give you the rope to hang yourself.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm learning now.
I let people if this is the thing, I'm gonna give y'all a little trick. If you let people speak long enough, they will tell on themselves without you having to ask any questions. So that's how I operate. I'm just like, tell me more.
I had to learn that.
Tell me more.
I had to learn that. But I'm also like, I feel like I can't be in certain presence, like especially during retrograde, because I just feel like if I'm in your presence and you do something I don't like, and I know I really don't care for you like that, I'm gonna go off. Because I already don't like you.
We'll retrograde, yeah. We'll heighten it.
And not even like I don't like you. It's just like I already know you kind of annoy me. Your presence annoys me. I actually kind of don't put myself in predicaments where I have to be around people I really don't care for.
Right.
But
that's number one.
Yeah. But in the event that I have to be an adult and
adulting, life is lifing. Be
in these rooms, I literally try to focus on the people that I do like.
Right.
That way I'm not really hearing the people I don't like. Right. I don't like to say that I don't like, because there's nobody I don't like. There's people I really don't care for, I should say. There's nobody I dislike really in life. It's just that I don't care for you.
Yeah.
You know, but retrograde, if I'm around you, yeah. Or even like I find myself communicating about things that I really wouldn't. So the other day my girl had posted something about a nurse. Like she posted something about nurses and that nurses need to be more compassionate. So I'm a nurse. So I said, usually I would not say nothing, but then I was like, but do you know what nurses go through? I'm a nurse. I left that world and I found myself really kind of giving education points about nurses and why people shouldn't walk around and just assume nurses got to be compassionate. Like, let me tell you, people are going through things. Before you speak, know what you're talking about. So people have a tendency of talking like they know. And I think during retrograde, when I see it, I react more because it's like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're not in it to know what you're talking about. But I also found myself making sure I was respectful, but I had to speak on it.
Have I went off on anybody? No, I don't think I have. Not yet. Okay, I guess I did, but I don't. Okay, we'll talk about it, but I don't know what I need, what I do.
So,
see, memory. So
memories
maybe I did
don't
something,
live like people do.
and maybe I hurt that person I didn't know.
I think you did, but I think that
My bad.
I think it was because when retrograde happened May 10th.
Yeah.
I think when this person did communicate, they did it in a very eloquent way. I will say that. And I respected the way they did it because you could tell that they took their time to explain themselves, of trying to make their point across, you know? And I think that, especially when you're like a man, I feel like it's hard for men to get their points across.
Okay.
Sounding articulate,
Okay,
you know?
now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
What I love about our friendship
Okay.
and times like this is that we can really be like, well,
You were wrong.
you were wrong. I think when it happened, I said you were wrong.
Did you?
I did. I was like, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you did. Oh, you did.
Because I was there before. I've been there. And
yeah.
I've been there.
However, I feel like.
But you were validated.
valid. I was.
I mean, you were valid. But I think you were winning already. So you didn't need,
Didn't need to like.
So that's
kick him
what
when he was down.
That is what I'm really learning in this life. It's like, yo, when you are not because I don't care about being right or wrong, but when you're valid and you know that you're valid in what you're feeling,
Yeah.
let them motherfuckers talk.
And you know what? I wouldn't normally have done that.
No, you wouldn't have. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy
I
part.
wouldn't have. I really wouldn't have.
You would just leave somebody on scene.
Yeah.
So for me, I just feel like retrograde really showed this one.
Retrograde be retrograding. Like I said in our first episode.
Yeah,
our
it
very
really,
first episode.
It really
Oh my
showed
God, it was
me.
retrograding.
Yeah, it was. That's crazy.
It's our last episode.
Oh
of the
my
season.
God, guys. I hope you really stick with us and stuff because we have so much more coming. This is only the beginning.
Yeah.
And I just like
Shout out to our first season. Shout out
Yeah.
to the producer behind our first season.
And more fire.
Fire.
Bravery up.
Oh, I like that. So, yeah, I also like to see our growth through the episodes and and the way we thinking, and even like that's big of you to come back and be like, so spinning the block. Let me talk about that again.
Did. I was like, damn, I really did though. Once.
Well, because we
and
could
it
be.
ain't never go, and see, that's why I don't do it no more because they ain't never gonna happen again.
I feel like you could get cockier during retrograde too, right? Like if you like, not you, just in general. I feel like sometimes you feel like, ooh.
And sometimes it's the opposite. People find their voice
Yeah.
during Mercury retrograde.
I agree.
And that's a great thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I feel like for me, this one has been where it's like I've seen my growth and my trajectory and what a year can do when you really just sit down and just.
A lot can change in a year.
Yeah, and just break down yourself. I was like making you know how you make those Italian figures, you know, when they chisel. I just felt like this I really sat here and I'm like, wow, the way I used to react, I really don't even have the strength to do it anymore. And I'm just grateful.
One question before we close out. What can you do differently in your personal life that ensures Mercury retrograde doesn't come and shake shit up for you?
I think lean into my intuition and my inner voice. Following my moral compass.
Okay.
Staying true to myself. Yeah, first. Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks. What about you?
I think I'm gonna copy some of that. I think following my intuition for sure.
Definitely.
Because I have noticed this particular Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
Everything that comes to my mind first, my first reaction is what is going on.
Yes, and it's true.
Because then I try to like double back and be like, no, that's probably not what's happening.
No.
But then later on, it'd
be
what's
right.
happening.
It'd be right.
I
feel like we'd be on point.
Yeah, we just doubt. Sometimes.
I feel like our group in particular is very on point. Like, I feel like,
like scary, accurate.
Yeah, I feel like you have your camp too, who's really on point, and I feel like on my side too, I have like people who are really you saying stuff, and I'm like, damn, you was right, you know, and it's beautiful.
It is
having a collective people you could talk to and not sound psycho,
right, or woo woo, because we not.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. So, guys,
I'm gonna end on because we haven't done this in a while. Yes. Affirmations.
Okay, please.
One affirmation. This is a really good one. It just popped up. So
yeah, do it.
I know the easier it is, the more I am aligned.
I love that. Oh my God. Yes. Wow. Say it again. Oh my God. I'm going to cry because I feel that
2 more.
all the way.
2 more times. I know the easier it is, the more I am aligned. I know the easier it is,
the more I'm aligned. Oh my God. I feel that. So send me that. I feel that.
I will.
So guys,
Screenshot.
it's the last episode of the season, first season. Thanks for hanging with us. We love you.
For journeying with us.
This is our baby.
I'm so excited for next season.
We're
love
going
you
on
guys.
a hiatus. Yeah, for a few weeks.
Because we're tired.
We tired. We celebrated Brittany last week.
Yeah.
That was great. A celebration of life. Yes. And I'm gonna, she had her come back to herself trip and her culture.
Yeah, I went to
and
Panama.
now it's finally happening for me.
And I can't wait.
And I'm really excited. I'm going with my best friend cousin, Jaylene. So it's gonna be a vibe. And yeah, guys, lean into the people you love.
I love you.
Love you. Lean into your family, lean into your friends.
Yeah.
Stay close to who you are and meditate if you have to. Take a minute to yourself. And
don't let this craziness get to you guys.
Okay. We love you.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah. Get some crystals. Get whatever you need because it's hard. It's hard out here for people. All right. On that note, do you want to do any small businesses?
No.
Okay.
Not this week.
Okay, that's
we'll
fine.
come back next time.
I was gonna do one, but I didn't wear it, so I'm not doing it.
That's why I'm not doing it.
Oh, me too. Yeah,
I forgot it at home, so I'm like, I'm not
Me
even
too.
gonna. I don't want to butcher the name. Oh wait, I do want to do one. My Dominican mommy's in South Plainfield because I'm about to go get my hair done. That's why I'm in a turban. Okay. Yeah, Cecilia Salon.
Oh my God, you still go there?
I go back now.
Oh my God, my mama.
Shout out to my crazy ex who put me on like 11 plus years ago.
I'm done. My mama go there too, Celia. Oh my God. So
Cecilia
doobie with some
Salon.
pins in it.
It's a wrap. Just like this season.
Yeah, love you guys.
It's a doobie with some pins in it.
Doobie with some pins in
Love
it. Peace
y'all.
out. Stay close. Love you guys. It's Keita and Brent on the spiritual tip.
Where we talked about some spiritual shit. Love y'all.
That was so good.